Hi, I'm Glennie D. Today we're learning about two types of telescopes used to make discoveries in our universe and beyond. I'm also giving you a challenge to connect a telescope to its base. At the end of this video, you should be able to put all of these ideas together to create your own telescope design. Thanks to Mrs Vesper and her amazing class from the beautiful Hunter Valley Grammar School for suggesting this tutorial. The first one we're looking at is called a refraction telescope. Refraction means to bend light using some glass lenses. I'm going to draw the two glass lenses over the top of this telescope. Here we go. The first one is located at the front. It's quite large. The second one is at the back, a little smaller. So as the light from the stars comes in, gets bent, bounced off a mirror, straight up, and this is where you look into the back of it. What would happen if we didn't have that mirror at the back? Well, when you tilt the telescope up to the sky, you'd have to bend down to the ground to be able to look up through it. A refraction telescope needs the two lenses to be a long way apart. And if you tried to make a more powerful one with a bigger lens, they would be really expensive. Next, scientists invented a reflector telescope. It looks like this. It's a little more expensive, but that's only because it's got a massive opening at the front to let in lots of light. And it's not very long, which is excellent. So here's how it works. The light from the distant stars shines all the way into the back, where it hits a curved reflector, which is really a mirror. Now the light gets concentrated to another mirror or reflector and then bounced outwards through a tube where we look into the telescope. This point is called a pivot. It allows the telescope to swing up or down depending on where you want to look in the sky. We'll need to join the pivot to the base or the stand. In this case, it's a three-legged tripod. Grab your splat, a pencil, an eraser, and let's begin. This is the tip or point of the splat, and these openings are in the shape of an ellipse. To measure in centimetres, you can use this edge. Find roughly the centre of your page, then move up 2 or 3 centimetres and place your first dot. Now with the splat on that dot, draw a line. Good. Put a dot at the end of the line as well. Next, place this ellipse over your first dot. Keep your splat straight up and down as we slide down to touch the pencil, and then we draw all the way around the ellipse. Next, move your splat onto the second dot. Place your pencil on the dot, slide the splat down, check that it's straight up and down, but we're only drawing halfway around the ellipse. When we're drawing a cylinder, we only draw in the back half. Good. So all we're left to do now is to join the two ellipses together. So starting from there and ending there, let's join those 2 points. You can try freehand, or you could use a ruler for a little bit neater look. A new dot in the middle of this line, place a dot. Now we're going to come down about 3 centimetres. So let's tip the splat upside down, line up that corner with a dot, and now we can use the bumps to mark off 1, 2, 3 centimetres. Place the point on this dot and let's draw 2 lines. One to that corner and one down to that corner. That's looking really good. Rotate the splat and line up that corner with your line. Mark in the other 2 edges of the square. Don't worry about that being open, that's okay, because we may end up erasing some of these lines anyway. If you have filled them in already, that's fine. And here's my challenge to you. Connect the telescope to the square base below it with whatever design that you like. You can copy this design as a practice if you like. I'm drawing some legs. I first start by connecting those 2 dots, and then right beside it another line, and it looks like a leg. It could be wood, metal, plastic. If I didn't want to leave the square base in, I could erase that. Let's draw somewhere to look inside the telescope. Start with a dot in the middle and then draw a smaller cylinder. Notice it still has a full ellipse and a half ellipse. But I would need to get down to look into it. So if I want to stand up above it and look down, I'm going to need to add a little cylinder facing straight up and then join them together. Since this is a practice, let's change it into a reflector telescope where we're looking down from the top into the side of the cylinder. Here I'm attaching a scope to the side of the telescope, and this scope helps me look at a bigger area of the sky. It helps me get roughly in the area that I need, and then I can look into the telescope to make the final adjustments. For more practice, let's draw another design. Start with a point in the center of your base and then another point right above it. Line up the two little lines on that small ellipse straight up and down. Trace the full ellipse, and in the middle of your base, just half an ellipse. Draw the bottom half. Now connect the two ellipses together with a line to make a really long cylinder. I'm using the small ellipse again, but first I'm tilting the splat so the bottom is level with the page. Now imagine you're drawing a circle behind that cylinder. So place the ellipse and draw in just part of that ellipse. We're drawing a joint or a swivel. Let's give it some thickness, like that. Cool. And to make the base look like a circle, we draw one ellipse, slide down, and a half an ellipse. That's a really short cylinder, isn't it? Connect it with some bolts to the square base. Sometimes on telescopes you'll see an arm sticking out with a weight on the end, and that helps to balance the telescope to stop it tipping forwards. Let's control our telescope using a computer. This computer sends electricity to a motor which will slowly move the telescope as the stars move across the sky during the night. Let's have some fun thinking of some different ways to join the telescope to the base. For example, have you ever seen those bendy arms that can move around? Here's my tip to you before you get started on your own designs. Here I'm drawing with very, very light lines because I'm just thinking on the paper. And that's going to make it easy to erase and then draw my final idea. So here's my idea. I'm using a solid 3D object. Can you guess what it is? I'm joining those two lines. I'm going to use a ruler because this is my final drawing. I want it to be nice and tidy. And connect those 2 points. You're right, it's a square-based pyramid. I will need to connect right at the top of the pyramid, so let me have a think about maybe a piece of metal that comes down like that, give it some thickness, and a pin or a bolt that could act as the swivel. Now it's time to choose your reflector or your refraction telescope and then find a way to connect it to the base. I can't wait to see what kind of designs you come up with. Maybe you'll be making discoveries in the near future. So good luck with the challenge, enjoy drawing and designing, and I will see you next tutorial. Bye for now.